bus stop, silver on the glass, half a cup of coffee, going cold too fast. Static on the radio, a low and restless sound. Then the first song I heard came drifting through the room somehow. Street lights on the pavement, trembling in a line. Someone folded up a paper, someone missed the light. Nothing much was happening, the kind of day you lose. Then that melody sat down beside me, with the rain and all its blue. I didn't know the title, I didn't catch the name, but it moved across the quiet like it had always been the same. The first song I heard came in with the weather, soft as a coat, still carrying rain, and I let it stay forever. The first song I heard didn't ask for a reason, it just turned the room a little warm on that dark July evening. I ran my fingers slowly around the rim of my cup. A taxi passed below me, then the city softened up. A window full of water, a sky without a star, and that tune kept falling through me like a light from very far. Down along the avenue, the traffic rolled away. Neon in the puddles bent and broke, then slipped to gray. I was only listening, or that was what I thought, till every small and ordinary thing began to hold the song. No, I never saw it coming, no, I never knew a voice could leave a door half open just by passing through. The first song I heard stayed after the station, long after the signal faded out. It was still in circulation. The first song I heard, like a hand on the curtain, barely there, but enough to change how the late room held its silence. Maybe some songs don't belong to the hour, maybe they wait by the window for years. Maybe they find you when the house is quiet, and leave their trace in the dust and the air. The first song I heard still returns in the rainfall, in the cooling cup, in the hallway light, in the hush before nightfall. The first song I heard was never mine to keep, but it lives in the breath between two lines, and it follows me in my sleep. Wind moved first at the end of the street, sun on your sleeves, light and thin, shop windows holding the afternoon. was walking slow with a tune I didn't know. Laughter was drifting somewhere behind. You stopped in front of me just for a breath. Without a word you held out one flower, and all the day turned quiet in my hands. I couldn't think of what to say. The traffic faded from the square. Only that small and sudden fragrance lingering in the air. The day you handed me a flower, the whole street softened in the light. Right in the middle of an ordinary hour, time stood still for a little while. The day you handed me a flower, no promise anywhere inside, but all the way home through the falling evening, I kept remembering your hands, not the flower. A bus went by and shook the leaves above. A paper cup rolled close to the curb. Your eyes were calm as a Sunday window. Your coat caught the last of the gold. I looked down once, then back at you, like I was trying to keep the moment small. But even the shadows along the doorway seemed to know this would stay with me. I never asked where you were going. You never asked me to remain. Still something gentle crossed between us, quiet as summer rain. The day you handed me a flower, the air changed color on the street. Nothing was spoken, nothing was certain. Still my heart missed half a beat. The day you handed me a flower, late sun resting on the wall. And ever since then, in the hush of evening, I hear your footsteps in it all. Maybe some moments never leave you. Maybe they bloom long after they are gone. Maybe one hand in the light of September can live in the mind for years and years on. The day you handed me a flower comes back with the amber sky. In quiet rooms and in open windows, in the hour when swallows fly. The day you handed me a flower was smaller than a song should be, but it still opens somewhere inside me. garden nobody sees. Morning sun on the terrace, pale across the white table. Steam from your coffee rising slow in the light. A folded newspaper stirred beneath the breeze, and you sat by the window like you had always been there. Shutters open one by one across the street. Water still shining on the flowers below. Nothing was hurried in that quiet hour, only your smile moving softly through the air. Even the wind grew lighter, even the noise below seemed to drift a little farther when the first gold started to show. Morning sun on the terrace, resting warm on your shoulder. It was only a moment in passing, still it stayed with me all day long. Morning sun on the terrace, before a word could come between us. Through the coffee and the silence, I was already looking your way. A cup touched down and rang against the saucer. Someone left from a doorway down the lane. Your hair caught fire in the early light, then settled back like nothing had changed. I looked away toward the striped awning, toward the church bell holding up the sky. But every small and ordinary thing around me kept turning gently back to you. I never planned to remember a morning like a song, but something in that tender brightness made the whole day lean along. Morning sun on the terrace, lying gold across the table. Nothing happened anyone would notice, still I carried it home with me. Morning sun on the terrace, your hand beside the cup of blue, and all through the hush of the evening, that light kept finding me in rooms. Maybe some days are smaller than promises. Maybe they bloom and ask for nothing more. Maybe one glance in a quiet place at breakfast can stay in the heart for years after the door. Morning sun on the terrace still returns through open afternoon full of sunlight, falling deep through the curtains, a glass on the table catching gold, while I sat there without a word. Shadows moved along the wall, from people passing down below, and from the radio, soft and low, a song I didn't know came drifting in. Nothing happened all at once, still something started to change. Before a single word was spoken, the room was not the same. An afternoon full of sunlight, and you beside the window there. Even the quiet between the coffee cups seemed to linger in the air. An afternoon full of sunlight, slow as a page being turned, and somewhere between the light and silence, I found myself looking at you. Your sleeve lay folded near your hand, a little breeze moved through the room. Dust in the light kept turning slow, like time had chosen not to move. Outside, the traffic thinned away, a bicycle crossed the square, and every small and ordinary thing began to draw you everywhere. I never meant to hold that hour the way some people keep a song, but something in that tender brightness stayed with me all day long. An afternoon full of sunlight, lying warm across the floor, nothing anyone would call a moment, still I wanted nothing more. An afternoon full of sunlight, your shadow touching mine, and all the hush that filled the room felt softer than the time. Maybe some days are made of almost, maybe they shine and then are gone. Maybe one quiet look across a table can live in the heart for years alone. An afternoon full of sunlight still returns in empty rooms, in the clink of cups, the drifting curtain, in the pale and golden bloom. An afternoon full of sunlight, too small for the world to see, but somewhere under all that tender light, it keeps on opening in me. Coffee in the late afternoon, light lying thin across the table, shadows from the window stretching long, while the room stayed still around us. The sign across the street caught the fading gold. Your sleeve moved softly in the breeze. Nothing in the day had asked to be remembered. Still your chair was brighter than the rest. I didn't know what I was waiting for, till evening touched the cup between our hands, and all the words I meant to speak fell quiet where the silence stood. Coffee in the late afternoon, cooling slow between us. Before the sky could lose its color, you were already on my mind. Coffee in the late afternoon, and the hush around your name. Outside the light was turning lower, inside nothing felt the same. A spoon against the china made a tender sound. Somebody laughed and disappeared outside. The traffic thinned along the avenue, and dust kept floating in the slanting light. I looked once at the door, then back at you, as if that hour could still remain. But even the walls, the cup, the folded napkin seemed to lean softly your way. No promise passed between us, no reason to hold on. Still something in that fading brightness stayed with me after you were gone. Coffee in the late afternoon, your hand beside the saucer, small as a moment no one else would notice. Still it followed me home. Coffee in the late afternoon, the day already dimming, and in that quiet just before the evening, I felt the whole room listening. Maybe some hours never leave you, maybe they settle in the air. Maybe one cup in the falling sunlight can keep its warmth for years somewhere. Coffee in the late afternoon still returns with evening windows, in the clink of cups, in the smell of rain, in the last gold on the floor. Coffee in the late afternoon, too slight for the world to name, but somewhere under the hush of twilight, it still waits for me the same. bus ticket folded in my hand, like I had nowhere I needed to be. Cars went by, leaving rivers of light, evening hanging low in the trees. Then I saw you walking without an umbrella, and the whole gray street turned still for a while. You were only passing through, nothing I could hold. Still the sound of that rain began to carry you out on a rainy road. That was the first time I saw you at the edge of a colorless afternoon. A small light came on somewhere. Out on a rainy road, through the wet and restless air. One glance and before I knew it, you were staying with me there. The shop signs blurred in the puddled glass. The train rolled low somewhere beyond the hill. Water gathered on the sleeves of my coat, but I stayed under that dim street lamp still. You turned once near the corner drugstore, your hair dark with the falling rain, and something in that brief and distant moment made the whole night feel close again. No, we never spoke a word, no, nothing had to be said, but the rain kept writing your shadow across the back streets in my head. Out on a rainy road, the city faded behind you. All the noise ran thin beneath the storm and left your silence in its place. Out on a rainy road, where the late buses sighed, I carried home that single look, like a song I couldn't leave behind. Maybe some people arrive like weather, maybe they pass and still remain. Maybe one face in the middle of evening can live for years in a little rain. Out on a rainy road, you still return at twilight, in window glass and passing headlights, in the hush before the dark. Out on a rainy road, I see you in the silver weather, and every time the streets grow